4, and 5. And so we will also share with you something very special we have been working on, because except the fact that we are doing this season of the show, we are also making a live action movie, as you know. And we also wanted to produce a very special series of Miraculous with no dialogues, just kawaii stuff, fun, comedy slapstick, and many other things that we're going to share with you. But first of all, I would love to have Thomas Truc who come here on stage with me. Please welcome Thomas. So he will share with you little news from season 2, 3 and more, whatever he wants to share with. Because never forget his nickname. It's No Spoiler Man. And I am spoiler guy. I spoil before even the thing exists. And if you like it, then we create it. So I sit down. Maybe Sébastien Thibaudot can join as well. So Sébastien is the head of writing. He supervises all the stories of your show. Okay.
This wonderful lady right here.
He didn't speak English a year ago,
so I can be live for
and it's his
everybody,
first time in America, so please welcome him. Then Ezra, you can come now, and I think we should start with the Q&A or something like that, or whatever. Should start with Q&A or whatever. And
test. Okay, great. Yeah.
Kevin. Where is Kevin? So also, you know, we have a seminar these days. Okay, it's a summit, and we are very lucky to have a lot of people coming from France. So I will let Thomas invite them, but there is an incredible team behind Miraculous, as you know, writers, storyboarder, designer, animators, etc., etc. But we are lucky enough to have few writers with us who are the brain and the heart of Ladybug, Miraculous, and they are here today as well. So they will come on stage, we're gonna have autograph from them. But I would like just to start with maybe a little sneak peek of the special show we want to make. So we will share with you an animatic. Do you know what is an animatic?
Yes.
Okay. It's a black and white.
I don't know what an animatic is. What is an animatic?
An animatic is a very black and white little animated show with no color. It's a storyboard and timing connected together.
Oh,
yeah. Candies are here.
When is nap time?
Okay, so maybe I will just start with this, and then we open the
questions, and then if you have any questions
and
about
then
it.
the team can come in maybe after, just right after that. Restez là, vous allez monter. Hein? Okay, but at least we're gonna give autograph.
Oh.
This is very low quality, no sound, nothing, but it gives you an idea of the 100 episodes we are producing. Hundreds of episodes.
100? Oh, are these 100 new episodes?
Yeah.
Oh, 100 new episodes. They are
They're
currently
going to be
produced.
produced along the show, along the production. Because, as you know, we are producing CGI TV series. It's long, it's a very heavy process. But I am like you, I cannot stay months without watching an episode of Ladybug. So we came up with that idea to produce this very smart, efficient, funny, cute, charming, touching TV series. We can call that a TV series. They are short, but at least we'll have this episode along the year. So you will never stay with it. And the good thing with that is that you can even bring your parents, family, brothers, whoever want to discover the world of Miraculous, because the quintessence is here. It's still about love, it's still about action, but it's full of humor.
So Jeremy, am I to understand these episodes?
Never ever interrupt me.
Never. Are these episodes in addition to the others?
Yeah, of
So
course.
there's 100 additional
Of course,
episodes.
yeah.
Did you guys get that? That these are
They are short, huh? They are short, but they are very Tex-Avery-esque.
very
You know
much
what I
the
mean?
spirit of the show.
Cartoon.
Ah,
Okay?
okay. Take it away.
I let you discover. and I will make the noises. I will make the noises.
Like that? You want 99 more of those?
No dialogues, no music. Actually, you know what? You loved it so much that we're gonna just deliver animatics.
Just the way that was.
That's it.
That's it. They put in all the rest themselves, their imagination.
That's it. And I was.
I think Jeremy needs to do all of the voice and sound effects, right?
I make the music at least.
Yeah, he does. Jeremy does compose the music, you guys. Give it up for him. All the music for the show, yes, Jeremy's music. They love it.
So Ezra will lead now, and you can
so
start
we'll
the Q&A.
For sure.
Like
so
that.
we'll take some questions. I know that some of you have some big questions. I think the first big question that everybody wants to ask is season 2 a real thing? Is it going to happen? And when is it going to happen? Those kinds of things, right? So we'll go ahead and see. What could you tell us about season 2 of Miraculous Ladybug, if anything?
First of all, before talking to you about what's new in the series, I would like to introduce you the team that is with us today. I'm going to call them so we can introduce themselves. So first of all, there is the writing team that works. As you may know, we changed our process on how to produce the show for the next season, so we have higher quality. So now we have a team of writers that works. We work all together on all episodes, so everything is consistent, and we have powerful story arcs and everything. So the stories will get so much better, and the stakes will be very, very high. So I'd like to introduce you to the writing team. Please come, guys. So ladies first. So maybe I should. Do you want to introduce them?
Yes, that's my team. The best writers in the world. Here's the legend, Fred Lenoir. Here's the lady, our Ladybug, Melanie Duval. And here is my friend Mathieu Choquet.
So we write all the episodes all together. We lock ourselves in a very small room and we stay together during 2 days, and we don't go out until the episode is finished.
Oh my goodness.
So sorry, Melanie. So sorry.
So every one of us has a specialty during the writing process. Fred, for example, is a writer who has a lot of experience. He worked previously on huge shows in France. Like maybe you want to talk about it yourself.
I wrote on a few shows before Ladybug, though I think like writing onto Ladybug is like the accomplishment of everything I did before, because that's the first time where I could meet that level of commitment, and it's like a perfect concept, and it's like, you know, the best team ever. So I'm very glad that I could like grow up to it. But I worked on a few things before. I worked on Code Lyoko. You worked on that too. And actually, Thomas was working on it too, and that's like, no, this is a lifetime ago now. And I wrote on another show called Dragon Hunters that I loved a lot, on a few other things like here and there. And I think that among the team, I'm like the drama queen, actually. I'm the one coming with like the big like issues and the crying stuff.
and Oakmouth's lines.
And yes, and I've got like a little talent in coming up with Oakmouth's lines when it comes to akumatize somebody. I'm the one coming up with the "I'm Oakmouth and this is what you're gonna do." So I'm about like drama and villains. That's my thing.
So, who's next?
Well, before I was writing on Raving Rabbits, so it's kind of really different show, really different. But lots of love and friendship too, but well. So it's my first experience like writing that kind of big show, and it's got inside everything I love, comedy, drama queens, a lot of adventure and battle. And well, I don't know if I've got a specialty, but I love writing Marinette Father's lines.
Catch lines. You're very good at catch lines.
I love writing. I'm really grateful for being in the part of the team because I wasn't here on season 1. I just kind of got here on season 2 and thought, wow, what a great adventure. You only know what we all know.
That's me. That's not nice.
Hi. First of all, I want to say you guys are awesome. Look at, please get up. Please get up. I created you.
I really love all the Akuma designs. This is like the third one I've done. I haven't planned I really want to do the Peacock Kwame one, but since her fan covers the bodice, I haven't started. So I have all the materials to start, but I'm waiting on more reference images.
Okay, let's make a date. Next year, you come and you dress as the peacock.
Okay.
All right? Fantastic. I have never worked on a show with such an extraordinary fan base. This is amazing. Wherever we go and we meet people, and the level of commitment and love that we have from you guys is just, it's amazing. My heart just races just looking at you and listening to you. This is so great. So what do I do on the show? I was on the season 1. I worked with Fred. We wrote Kung Fu together, and I also wrote the Volpina episode, the Princess Fragrance episode, and it was really a really different process. And now that we're all together in the same room, this is just really great. It's much better for everyone, and also we can get to be inside these guys' heads, and it's amazing inside these guys' heads. You have no idea what happens in there. We get to see it, we get to witness it 2 days a week. It's incredible. So I think my specialty on the show is I am actually Chloe and Chloe's family.
He's the evil guy.
I get to get hated through her, so that's so bizarre and cute at the same time, so I like it.
You're the real face of Chloé Bourgeois.
I'm the real face. It's a fat bearded guy.
He's what's inside.
Okay. So I think I can give the mic back to Thomas so he can answer every one of your questions. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce to you the other part of the team who is so much important for this show to happen and be so good. It's people who I work with since I've been working with them since many years. We've been working together on many shows, and these are people I fully trust to keep Miraculous vision consistent throughout the episodes. It's the directing team. They're not accustomed to the lights, but they deserve it.
Yes.
These are incredibly skilled people. So I think you already know Wilfried, Winnie. And I don't think you know him yet. He's not with us on Twitter, but he will soon. So this is June. And this is Jeremy. So these are the people responsible for the amazing action scenes and all these amazing actings on the people, and I couldn't do anything without them. So please, greet them, thank them. So maybe you can say little words to maybe talk about the previous shows you worked on, and so people can understand how Miraculous became what it is. Because Miraculous is the product of all our experience combined.
This one, okay. So, yes, my name is Wilfried, but you know me better on Twitter on @Winnie. I know Thomas now since I don't know.
More than 10 years.
Yes, at least. I first worked with him on Mikido, a show also produced by Method Animation. And then I worked on, I don't know if you, for on camera on Wakfu, a TV show on a mix, a sort of mix of Japan animation and some kind of a teenage version of World of Warcraft. So
Maybe you know the video game?
So I worked for this show as a co-director too for 5-7 years, and I dropped it when Thomas called me and said, "Hey, I want you to come on my next show, Ladybug." So I said, "Okay." And
everything instantly.
And next week I was with him to work on the second episode. I don't know, and I never stopped then. So that's it. 3 years now of Ladybug. And maybe 3 more years, yes. At least. At least. So thank you all to come here. That's the first time I meet you, in fact.
Yes.
And it's amazing. I don't want to say it better than you.
Hi everybody, I'm June. I know Thomas now for 12 years. Yeah. And my first job was with Thomas, who saw my works when I was at school. Yeah. Ah, okay. And he he liked my works, and he called me for my first job now, 12 years ago, and since this time we have worked on so many shows now. Atom, Mikido, Wakfu, and now Miraculous, yes, since 2013. And it's a remarkable mark of trust between us, and I want to thank him for this, and it's a really great pleasure to work with such a great author and director.
So hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm really the newbie on the team. my first director experience was on the first season of the show, and I did half an episode. And since that time, I couldn't wait for the second season to begin and hopefully work on it. And it's been amazing. Thank you very much for being here.
So maybe one of you got a microphone? Is there a spare microphone somewhere? Yeah. So maybe if you want to ask some questions to any of us.
Sure, absolutely.
So what questions?
So we all know that when Marinette and Adrian transform into their superhero characters, they are not recognized by the other one. Is there a particular reason for that that has not been explained in the show as to why they have not been recognized by the other one?
Believe me, this afternoon I'm gonna get my hair cut and my beard cut, and you won't be able to recognize me.
So I know a lot of people have been asking, like, is Nino, are we ever going to see Nino as the Jade Miraculous? But I really want to know, will we ever see Master Fu in his full Jade Miraculous?
I got two. The right
debate this. It's a serious question.
We wrote 52 episodes since at the end of the season.
So now you are all aware of what's happening in 26 episodes. But now what we did, these guys are aware about 52 episodes. And we here are aware of what's happening in 72 episodes so far. 73. So there is a lot.
Sorry, just this morning.
We're right.
We finished one this morning, so it's 74 actually.
It sends me I can say the title of the episode.
The title is a spoiler.
Yes.
What? It would be the biggest spoiler ever. So. So there will be a huge, you can expect huge developments for every character.
Including Master Fu.
Including Master Fu. A lot of things happens to him.
Especially Nino. Not Nathaniel. Nino.
I have a spoiler. Just one. I can say you come back in the season 3 of Miraculous, Ladybug. And you will not alone, okay? You will not alone. This will be huge.
What about an illustrator or a designator?
Just one spoiler. Sorry. If you want more spoiler, you have to catch my computer. Is I don't know where.
That's nice.
We're sitting together. It's also a Nino question, but it's like, are we going to get to see any of Nino's family and more of his interactions with other people in the show?
Who could answer about this? Maybe who wrote it?
Everybody writes everything, so. Yes, you can just tell me what I can say. We can say.
Sorry, this will be very, very complicated. Okay, just a part of the family of Nino. No, not the title.
No, sure. We will. What I can tell. There are lots of things I can't tell. Is that okay? Okay, I'm being very cautious here. We will meet. We will meet at least one member of Nino's family, and like a very close relative to Nino, and that would bring like whose name is Noel, and it happens to be Nino's little.
Sorry, you're fired. No, the name in English will be Chris.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because the name is not the same in French, so you stop.
we tend to think sometimes more of the French names because they come first. But so his name is Chris, and he is small, and he's funny, and he is doing the.
It could be a friend of Manon, perhaps.
Okay, that's good. I also just wanted to thank you personally for the diversity in the show from me and my friend Tights, because it means a lot to us about like Nino and Alia specifically. It means a lot to us.
It means a lot to us as well.
Yeah.
Hi, so speaking about diversity, are any of the characters gonna be like LGBT characters or any specific characters you've chosen already?
The answer is, in one word, yes.
Just Rose and Julica, just saying, Rose and Julica. Just Rose and Julica.
Hi. This is a question about the Peacock Miraculous. Like in season 2, or like in any of the seasons, will we be getting like a new Miraculous holder for that one? Or am I stepping on the line here?
It's too risky for us.
It's too dangerous.
We don't want to be fired. It's coming. Don't fire yourself.
So you know you already know the answer to your question. No? What do you know about the season 2? Tell me. I'm very curious. Yes.
Wait, so I'm on to something, is what you're trying to say?
User be introduced this season? Like, I don't even know her identity, I'm saying, but just like, is she appearing this season or the next season? Because we know her design already.
Yeah.
Yes. You will see at the end of the season 2. It's a big. I never say the number of episodes, so this is not a spoiler. We don't write this episode at the first part of the season 2, but okay.
You're fired.
They can fire me. I do what I want. So we will have new Order of Miraculous, yes, in the future season of Ladybug, but I think it's already in the opening of Miraculous. You have some clues.
When you watch the credits, the beginning credits.
Yes, in the beginning credits.
Just look at the generic,
Yeah.
the first minute with the
What?
song, and you have pretty much. Yeah.
You've seen in the opening of the first season.
Yes.
That there is a box
Well,
the lid of the box is open.
Yeah,
You can
there's
see
like
all
all
the
the
miraculous.
flying
So you
into
can
their
expect to see all the miraculous. We will use all the miraculous of the first ladder.
But we don't see is the peacock flying into it. It's actually gone, and we know that in the origin, or no, not the origin, the Volpina episode.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, like this. Okay. Well, like we know that the peacock miraculous, like in the beginning on the theme song, like all the miraculous are like flying into their, in the box, but we don't see the peacock one, and we know that it's in the safe of Adrian Agrest's dad.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Wait, but we saw it there. It was there. Am I?
You saw it.
You saw something.
I
No, but you saw exactly.
Can we play it and then pause it to see?
Don't you find it
Just like
strange? Don't you find it strange that Plag saw that duel and didn't react?
But he saw the book and
Oh.
he reacted.
Oh.
Oh God. That's true. Okay, I'm done.
Thomas?
Yes?
Hi. Hi. Sorry. I have a question. I saw on Twitter that you made an adult Ladybug and an adult, is there ever going to be like a time, go into the future time episode? Because I think that would be a really cool episode.
Miraculous, the Miraculous is remaining our very various powers.
So are you saying that they can jump into forward in time and go back in time?
Did I say that?
You're being very quiet.
Come on, take
It's funny, I think.
Oops. Sorry.
We have a lot of surprises for the next season, but we don't have to explain you all the secret of the future season. You don't have the surprise.
Thank you for wanting to make me ask.
We think.
Yeah, that's what.
Every time we write a script, we think of you in the writers' room. We think of about the fans of Miraculous, and we want to write the best stories for you, and we want to keep the secrets of the stories for you.
Yeah, it's not that we want to be like mean with the secret thing. Is that one of the things that I think matters a lot with Miraculous is the fan community. It's really like a unique thing. And when we are like locked together in the writers' room, you are with us like all the time, because we constantly ask ourselves, what can we inject in that story? What can we come up with in that story that would like surprise them and blow their mind? So that's a question we ask ourselves on a daily basis. So the reason why we are like so careful with the no spoiler policy is that we are working hard for you to be surprised in season 2 and 3 and blah and so on.
And we have a plan for long Miraculous series, seasons 4, 5, and we see.
On that note, I'd like to ask, how long does it take to produce an episode? Like, would you say from start to finish, from your conception in your head to animatics to sound design and all that sort of stuff? How long can you estimate? Do you overlap your work too on top of that?
That's a serious question, so you take.
Okay, so this is a question that comes on Twitter and everything. You have to understand that it's complex because we work. There is the Paris team for the pre-production, and there is 2 studios that work for us for the final picture. Okay? One in India and one in Korea. So what we can tell is for the writing pass, they already explained 2 days on a room with no food, no water, no thing, nothing, just then you have to have that 1 week to write all the dialogue and polish the script. Then 1 week for you, for one week after 2 days, 1 week for the writer to give you something, and you take 1 week maybe to deal with the broadcaster. So we can say okay. So we can say 3 weeks by script for the story. Then there is, after that, there is the storyboard. So that's our job here. It takes at least 4 weeks plus 4 weeks to polish it. And then again, we have to send this to the broadcaster, who can say, okay, straight, so 8 weeks, or no, you have to write that or that again, so it can take 1 week more. So again, it's not precise, but at least 8 weeks, 9 weeks to do the storyboard. And animatic, the same step.
And there is also a little bit of time between the writing and the storyboards for the design thing. But as we create stuff that are used in several episodes at the same time, so it's very difficult to say, okay, it's this amount of week just for this episode. So maybe we're going to spend 4 weeks to create this background, but this background will be used in 3 or 4 episodes at the same time. So it's very difficult to say how much time is spent on the design for just one episode.
There is 1 day to the recording for the voices. Then the first recording we use in the animatic, but after that there is a re-recording in different language for US, French, and etc. And the animatic we send it to the studio, so in India or in Korea, and they work for I think 8 weeks, 4 weeks for layout, 4 weeks for animation, maybe something like that. So maybe 8 weeks to send us animation with the final render, and then there is editing. So there is the sound, there is the music, the final recording of the voices, and we have next to mix it up. And again, broadcaster have to see what it looks at the end and say yes, no, maybe more, maybe. Now it seems long, but you have also to understand another factor of the process is that we don't have to wait for the layout to start another storyboard. So it's and they don't have to wait for us to make the animatic to start to write another episode. So at the end, we have 1 episode by week. So it's a long time at the start, but at the end, it's 1 episode by week.
Great. Well, thank you so much for the breakdown of that. It helps a lot. I'm really glad that you guys take the time to do all that.
Try to think of the production process as stairs. You know, stairs like this. So where you are at the beginning of the production, there is only 1 step. you know. But then you start another episode while this one is being made.
You want me to do this step?
So you see, here you have one episode, and then you move forward in time, and then you have 2 episodes, and then you move forward in time, and you have 3 episodes at the same time.
You're running late.
So at the beginning of the production, we're working only on 1 episode. At the middle of the production, we are working on like 20 episodes at the same time. And then at the end of the production, we work on the last episode remaining. So it's cool at the beginning, it's cool at the end, but the worst thing is really in the middle of the production. It's a very heavy process. And this is what we're facing now. This is very difficult and exhausting.
Will we ever know how Mama Gress and Gabriel met?
Wait, there is...
No spoiler.
There is one of us that is not here today. He stayed in France. He had work to do. He's one of the other directors of the show. His name is Bill. So he's not with us today. But what I can tell you is that it just finished a few weeks ago an episode in which you will have hints about this. And it's very cute.
Question? Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of random, but like the one photo we have of Mrs. Agress, do you guys have a story behind why it's like the body is Tara Strong's photo and then it's Mrs. Agress?
Production issue. I had to rush. I had to. Basically, the real story is I had to. The only 3D model we had of Adrian's mother was her as an adult, as the mother. But the script, it was saying that it was her when she was a teenage girl. Okay, so I didn't have the money to create a special
Yes.
And so, we were supposed to make a beautiful drawing of it and everything, but as I explained to you, it's very, at certain steps of the production, it becomes very difficult. We have a lot of work to do. And then I ended up at the editing of this episode, and I had no pictures at all of this. No pictures at all. So I had to do something very fast, very quick. And so I asked myself, okay, which character would I like Mrs. Agress to be? Okay? And I tried to imagine if we had to do her, what kind of voice, what kind of attitude I would like. And as I'm a huge fan of Tara Strong's work, I did, okay, I'm going to base my work on a picture of her, and it's going to be like a little homage. So I took a picture, and then I photoshopped it. And I hope she saw it. And Tara, if you saw it, you're welcome to make Miss Agress' voice. So much.
So when Gabriel was younger, would he look more like Adrian, or does Mrs. Agress look more like Adrian? Because I want to believe that. I'd like to believe that Gabriel was good looking. I mean, he had to be. At some point.
Okay, we can can't be more precise about this question. Sorry.
I was wondering, there was Alex, rollerblade in Adrian's locker. Was that on purpose, or is there an explanation for
Okay. Actually, it's an animation mistake.
that? Oh, okay.
This scene was supposed to take place in the toilets, but Korean animation studio mistook the drawings we made in the storyboards. They mistook it for Adrian's locker. So they put rollerblades in it to make it look full of stuff. So they took the rollerblades of Alex and put it in there, but it wasn't supposed to be this.
Yeah.
But as we were very short in time, they sent this, and so I had to, you know, should I ask for to redo the animation and all because of this, or should I keep it in the locker and all? Well,
no. Guess what?
There was a ring too when Adrian first got his ring. It was on his hand before he got it. I'm sorry.
Animation mistake as well.
Enough of you.
You're fired.
Hi, so like the way that you guys talked about the production pipeline seems like really extensive and really busy. But I also want to say thanks for like showing the animatics on like YouTube and stuff. I think it's really cool like how you're able to see both hand in hand. Like especially for like future animators like myself and other people, like that's really cool to look up to. But a question I have is are there going to be any new weapons for Cat Noir and Ladybug, or any like costume upgrades or anything? Like, you know, they have the book now, so is there any secrets there, or?
That's very spoiler.
That's very
That's the kind of question that we must be poker face.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't know.
If we say no, you are going to. If we say spoiler, you are going to. If we say yes, it's a spoiler. So no, poker face. Spoiler. So we have statues on that.
Thank you. I wanted to ask, are there any fun facts about any of the characters that you love, like hobbies or interests or quirks about things that they do that you haven't found a place yet for in stories? So things that are canon to their characters that you might not have the opportunity to show, like things that they like or do, anything like that. The Cheez-Its? Nino likes Cheez-Its.
Yes, in it there is, but it would be if I tell you what, you won't have the surprise when the episode comes and that tells you this.
You mean like going to the swimming pool, stuff like that?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Don't say the name of the character.
No, I'm not.
But you can say it.
Yeah, so we will have some swimming pools, okay. Some rollerblading too. Yeah. In places where you usually don't rollerblade. Don't rollerblade in museums. I mean, that's not a thing to do in real life. What else do you have?
And we can say, and I'm not being...
It doesn't have to be spoilery. It can be anything, like it was like somebody loves muffins or anything that you want that you just haven't, like character traits or facts.
Yeah, but usually when we create something like this, we are gonna use it in a show.
Yeah.
It's this kind of thing is like we discover it through the stories. Actually, the characters tell that to us when we are actually writing a story. So it's not like if it's like just a background detail. Most of the time, it becomes immediately important as part of the story. So it becomes like canon fodder for spoilers. And
Okay,
when
that's
we,
fair.
I think that this gentleman here wanted to ask a question for a long time.
Okay, so I've just been really curious. In Animan, when Alia and Nino were stuck together, and then in the end, when Alia was telling Marinette,
just fanning because
oh, like, I didn't tell Nino anything, I promised, but Nino's right there asking, like, oh, like, no, she didn't say anything, but hey, I can still tell them for you. Like, she keeps telling Nino to be quiet as if she did tell and she's lying to Marinette. What can you tell us about that?
Best question ever.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna make a poll here, okay? So, who here thinks that Alia told Nino what's happening between Marinette and Adrian? Who thinks Alia said nothing?
I want to believe
She's a pro.
that she
She's a
wouldn't do
pro.
that. I want to believe. But I also want to believe that, you know, she wouldn't.
Hold on to your beliefs. I mean, it's a good thing to do. Yeah, now, this has been a huge debate between those two guys. I mean,
They have been fighting about it for like 1 year now, I guess. Every writing session, we are back into that cage again. I mean, what happened? What happened? What happened? So, I think it sets the points, you know, so now we know. Thanks to you. There is still a doubt. There is a reasonable doubt. Yeah, it's... what is off screen stays off screen.
So, but the debate, after the debate, we have a great story with this debate.
What we can tell is this debate give a great story.
Yes.
There is a great story to happen about that. So the spoiler.
All you can say, but it's a story very important.
And it's a true thing about the writer's room. It's a debate or a question just like this. Often is the first seed of a great story. We often start our day of writing like, isn't there a long time we haven't seen this character? Yeah, and can you imagine why we haven't seen him or her? Because, and often we're, oh great, totally have a story about that. And that's often the beginning of a story.
I'm sorry, but the question exists.
the question exists.
And this is a question. there is not a right answer about that, I think.
No, there is not a certain fact. So.
It's not a certain fact, it's an answer. And keep in mind that an answer is always a good story.
Nobody sees what it happens.
No, it's off screen. It's not off screen. What is off screen remains off screen.
And what we can tell about the character, and it goes with your first question, it's there is a lot of things that happen to characters off screens. They have a life off screen, and they have a life in your heads. It's not just character for the show; they are real people for us. You know, so it's like people that does exist and have a life, and it's not because they are not on screen that they are not living things for us.
Okay, so my kids and I, we went to Comic-Con to see Magnificent there. And they had a raffle there that was to see if a fan would be a voiceover on one of the episodes or at the movie. I'm not too sure. Did that episode ever air, or did it was canceled altogether, or was it at the movie that's gonna come out, or?
Are you talking about Comic-Con, like the stand-up?
Yes.
That one, they said is going to be a character to be acclimatized in a future episode. For those, we haven't had any new episodes since then, so we have something in development in a future season.
Well, is it still gonna happen?
For now, I'm not aware of this thing. Maybe it will happen in the future, but it's always very tricky because you have to organize a contest and all.
Azure? Oh, okay. Huh. Okay.
Who else has questions? Maybe you over there? Okay.
Hi. I have multiple
multiple questions all in my head right now, and it's just the fact that everyone's looking at me that it's all gone. Everything is gone.
That's okay. You got this.
So, as part of me wants to ask about the live action, part of me wants to ask about comics. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do comics.
You can close it. Brian Seaton who's responsible for that.
I was wondering for the comics because what I saw in Free Comic Book Day, it looks really cool. I'm really excited about it. Are those going to be like more constant or episode related, or are those just going to be like kind of the chibi animations and stuff, just like everyday lives within that world?
This is exactly why Brian is here today. We have to discuss about this. But what we have in mind is to make something really huge for the comics.
Are there going to be SAG comics about other SAG series, perhaps in the future?
I can't answer that because I'm not just involved into Miraculous, but maybe in the future, yeah.
Your last question. Sorry. I think it's really cool that Miraculous is all based around France right now. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it was confirmed or not, but I think Pixie Girl is like in the US, sort of. So is all this happening in the same world, all at the same time?
Personally, I don't know because I'm only involved in Miraculous, so the first person to answer this is Sebastian, who is responsible for the many shows happening in ZAG.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. No, it's okay. I'm just really excited.
I'm head of story for all the ZAG show, the ZAG shows, the series, but we can't answer today to your question. Just you have to say, the Pixie Girl takes place in New York City. Just the only thing I can say to you today. For the rest, you will see with the next and the future series we write actually.
So we had the Christmas special, and then I just wanted to know if we were still going. If you guys are still planning on doing Ladybug in Shanghai and the Halloween episode, movie.
Shanghai,
We don't know yet. That's the plan, perhaps.
There are a lot of things we would like to do, but as you know, animation is a very complicated business. So there are many issues to fix before we can say, okay, this is gonna happening, this is gonna start, and everything. So these are the plans we like to see happening. This is the only thing we can say so far.
Yes, I can say one thing. In the season 4, if one day we have a season 4, yes, we will write Halloween episode, certainly.
Yes. Are there any compromises you've been forced to make to the story because of animation limitations?
Ooh, good question.
Your question is about like technical issues. Is it like?
Yes, because like maybe you had a really big grand idea, but then it just wasn't realistic for time frames or what have you.
Okay, so that's yours, guys.
Yeah, it's really doable because even in the writing room, they have to think about what will be created for the episode, what can be reused from previously aired episode and etc. But yeah, it's really a problem we have to have in mind when we do the storyboard, because
we have a very
we have a very limited number of assets to create. It's not like in 2D animation you can create, you can change. Maybe you've seen Somebody Spice, I guess.
Maybe it's a similar question to how, like, when Miraculous is still being considered as a 2D one, you had to make those other designs for her because to have less spots.
Yeah.
So you had like the blacked out parts and stuff.
So these are each technique you use comes with super cool things to be done with, but also a lot of constraints. And the constraints in 3D animation is that making the assets, create a new character, create just a new haircut, or a new clothes or a new background is a lot of work. So it's very expensive. So we have to make sure that every time we create something, it's going to be very useful, very very important for the story, and also very reusable. I don't know how to say it. You create this stuff and you have to make sure that this will be used in a lot of episodes. But I think it can seem very, it can feel like a huge constraint, but actually you can also see this like an opportunity to, I mean, when you create a character, you create it only once, you use it once, you don't have the opportunity to learn much about him or her. But if you have to reuse it, okay, there will be less creation, you know, graphically, but you will find him in one episode, then you will tell another story about this character, and then another story, and then another story. So you go very deep into this character, and I think it's a good thing.
And I think as a writers, the bigger events are not the most expensive one. So we don't need money to create huge events. The more huge events are really, really not expensive. So be prepared.
We don't have a lot of money, but we have a lot of ideas.
I know originally in the 2D animated one there was a design for Felix. Is he ever gonna come back, or is there ever gonna be or is there ever gonna be like a 2D version of?
No.
Okay.
No, this character doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. I've answered many times. To this question. This character doesn't work. He wasn't good for the show. It's the relationship between him and Marinette and all that stuff. It wouldn't work. So I mean, it's sometimes you create something and it's, oh, this could be a good idea, so you create it, and then you test it. You try to write stories and all, but at one point, we always we wrote a lot of stories with Sebastian at the very beginning of the show using this character, but at one point in all these stories,
it's too dark.
Too dark.
It's not good for the series, for the show, for the. Marinette cannot be in love with this guy, I think.
And so
that's our debate.
The stories were blocked at one point, and we couldn't make the story move forward. It was impossible. So okay, scrap it. We need something else.
Yes, we changed at the development. You know, at the first time, Felix was the character in the Bible. The second word in the concept.
Speak into the microphone.
Pardon?
Microphone.
Yeah. Okay. That's better. You are here. You are happy? Okay. Yes. At the first time, Felix was in the concept of the show, but. Je sais même plus ce que je voulais dire.
Okay. It's this toy trailer that you saw. I have to say this. Okay, I have to break you a little, but that's the truth. it was a trailer, it was a test, okay? So it's really, really cute that you feel the character and that you imagine. I already read about Felix, who can eventually be the big brother of Adrian and some kind of stuff like that. Okay, great. It's a proof that when you make something and that you give it to people, it's not yours anymore. Okay, so it's a thing. You take it and you took it and it's yours. You can say whatever you want. But the show that is now and that we are working on is something else.
And it's something in which this character doesn't have his place anymore.
Yep.
You can make something else with it, you can create your own stories and think about something, but what you're doing now there is no room for this kind of character. So,
okay, we have like time for one last question, I'm sorry, and then we have to wrap it up.
Okay. I want to say, first off, thank you for answering all our questions and coming out here today. But I have a Volpina-related question. So, previously, we all know that Lila was Volpina when she was akumatized. I'm kind of concerned for the new Volpina. Is she going to receive backlash from Paris because of previous Volpina's actions? And how is that going to affect the way that she's able to fight for the town?
I'll try to answer this in 2 words. No spoilers.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. This was very nice of you to ask all your questions.
Thank you.
So, thank you very much all for coming here today. And that was very interesting to meet you all, your questions, and see what excites you about the show. We're all very happy to work on it. Just meet Thomas on Twitter as much as possible. And if you have many questions, he will not answer to every one of them, but he will try. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So if you want some signatures or anything, we will be there on the table, and we will answer to any other questions and pictures and all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.